Andy Jassy, CEO of Amazon, just released his annual letter. Here's the rundown. Amazon is one of the world's largest companies at roughly $2 trillion in market cap. They also tout an insane $638 billion in annual revenue. But who runs the show? Jeff Bezos? Not anymore. It's his right-hand man, Andy Jassy, who has taken over the reins for this behemoth. Andy Jassy was the mastermind and key driving force behind Amazon Web Services, or AWS, which is now the key profit engine for Amazon. But not only is it the profit engine, it is the main source of growth in how Amazon is leading the charge in AI, generating $108 billion in revenue. But to put this into perspective, AWS just 10 years ago was $4.6 billion in revenue. Speaking of AI, Amazon has multiple ways they're in the game here. They're developing custom chips through their Trainium 2 chips, new frontier foundation models with Amazon Nova, and key leading Gen AI services through Amazon SageMaker and Amazon Bedrock. Andy delves deep into AI on this letter and asks some key why questions. Why is AI so important? Amazon sees itself as the world's most customer-centric company. Therefore, if Gen AI will reinvent virtually every customer experience and enable new ones you can only fantasize about, you're going to invest in AI deeply and broadly. But AI will really change everything, from coding, search, shopping, primary care, biology, robotics, financial services, essentially everything. AI has the ability to query giant sources of data to find your needle in the haystack. It becomes smarter and smarter through feedback and data, not to mention their future agentic capabilities. It won't all happen in a year or two, but it is moving faster than any technology we have ever seen. AWS is quickly becoming the building blocks for AI development. This is happening through custom chips providing better price performance, frontier models improving latency in apps, and lower costs in agent creation, or flexible model building and inference services through Bedrock or SageMaker. But there is substantial capital investment needed. The faster demand goes, the more data centers, chips, and hardware needed. Spend is done upfront for these assets, but useful for many years. In the case of data centers, useful for at least 15 to 20 years at least. Monetization starts many months after spending capital and over many years, leading to attractive long-term free cash flow growth and return on invested capital. But in periods of intense demand like we're experiencing now, for example, AI growing at triple digits and representing a multi-billion-dollar annual recurring revenue, you are deploying a lot of capital. We continue to believe AI is a once-in-a-lifetime reinvention of everything we know, and demand is truly unlike anything we've ever seen before. But why is AI so expensive? Chips are the main reason today AI is so expensive, but Trainium chips should help provide 30 to 40% better price performance on inference, which will represent an overwhelming majority of future AI cost. Inference will get meaningfully more efficient within the next couple years with improvements in key areas, such as model distillation using outputs from larger models to help train smaller models, prompt caching, which allows faster model responses, and computing infrastructure and model architecture improvements. Reducing costs of inference will lead to AI being used more and cost of AI spend going up. This will help generate more use cases for AI. For example, Andy Jassy mentions how they plan to reinvent Alexa with Alexa Plus. With over 600 million Alexas currently out in the wild today, significant improvements in creating a truly powerful personal assistant could go a long way. But what is truly astounding about Amazon is the amount of different and diverse industries that they participate in. They are dominant players in logistics and can deliver packages at scale faster than anyone. They are even players in drones and use these in prime air to deliver packages to customers in under an hour. They are one of the only true competitors to Starlink with their project and should have over 3,200 low Earth orbit drones within the next few years to help expand broadband connectivity and bring internet access to more people. This is another great example of what Amazon does best. Invest for the long term in capital-intensive businesses that will provide meaningful operating income and return on invested capital. They are also breaking into healthcare with Amazon One Medical and Amazon Pharmacy. In closing, Amazon is in the post-Bezos era and still firing on all cylinders. But I think the key to Amazon right now is their extraordinary earnings growth. Again, this demonstrates their ability to make large capital-intensive investments, which lead to tremendous operating income and return on invested capital over the long term. For example, their spend over decades in logistics have given them a huge competitive advantage in e-commerce. This is a majority of their sales today and will be a key reason why Amazon will probably be the first company to crack $1 trillion in annual sales. But Andy Jassy does a great job in this letter laying out their next generation of big bets with AI investments, Building Blocks, and Project Kuiper. These will be their main drivers for growth and operating income, which will help to fund their next generation of growth and beyond. If you found this letter valuable, like this video or leave a comment below and subscribe for more. As always, these are just my opinions, not investing advice.